What's up, guys? Haven't done a video like this in a while, so let's get into it. So this is my new SPR setup with a home built upper receiver, same lower receiver. So we'll do the lower receiver and then I'll step into everything that's on the upper. So starting from the butt, we've got a B5 SOP mod stock, Law Tactical folder, primary weapons, ratchet and castle nut, which I prefer because I do change out buffer tubes quite often. Sometimes I want to change the length and the buffer system, so this is nice instead of having to stake a castle nut. I've got Radian ambidextrous safety. I've got a LaRue MBT trigger. This is a CMC lower parts kit, Reptilia K grip, and of course, this is an Aero Precision lower receiver that I have in here. Moving into the upper, we've got a Criterion 16-inch barrel with a CMT DRT 15-inch rail. I've got a BCM low pro gas block with their gas tube, dead air muzzle device, Harris bipod with a Magpul M-lock attach for the Harris bipod. We've got a Surefire Scout with a Mod Light head, Surefire switch, dead air can. Sliding back, we are using an Aero Precision upper receiver that matches the lower, matched bolt. I believe it's Fulton Armory, Radian Raptor, ambidextrous charging handle, Arasaka offset mount with a Hollow Sun 507 with the 100 Concepts hex cap on there. I've got the 100 Concepts scope cap on this Vortex Razor HD. This is an MRAD, and this is their 3 to 18. They don't make this one anymore. I like this optic. I've had it on several uppers, and I've also had it on my 308. I'm running it in a Night Force Ultra mount. I do really like these mounts. I will eventually shift this up to this position. I just have to wait for the adapter to become available. I've got probably 100, 120 rounds through this. I'm not super happy with, I don't know, we want to call it precision or accuracy. I'm not the best shooter when it comes to precision shooting, but without the can, I want to say I was shooting 1.25 to 1.5 with box Hornady 68 grain match ammunition. It was a little older. I don't believe it was any of the weird hot batch that people complained about. It was consistent per se once I got more rounds through the barrel. I shot 2 boxes, ran a bore snake through it, shot 2 more boxes, ran a bore snake through it, and then my final 10-shot group, I think, had a spread of like 1.35 out of 100, and that was seated with the bipod and my flatline Fiberco bag supporting the buttstock. So all in all, not horrible. I'm not super disappointed in it. I would hope for closer to 1.25 or 1, but it is a 5.56 223 gun. This is chambered in 223 Wild. I'm pretty happy with it considering I put it together. So I've put a bunch of uppers together. Some have shot better, some have shot worse. I did have to lap this upper receiver from Aero. It was not flat at all. So I had to buy a lapping tool, and it's close but not quite perfect. So the two surfaces, they mate well, but not as well as I would prefer them to mate. A quick rundown on my tripod setup. So I'm still running a slick AMT. I believe this is the 700DX. Got a cheap head on here, Triclops clamp, which I love. I've been running this single-handed Triclops for a long time. Cade is a freaking rad dude, and he's been awesome to me, and I really love his product. I'm running my prototype Exumbris Designs hammock. I've got it disconnected right now, but this is where I like to store a little bit of gear or hang in a hammock setup depending on how I'm using the tripod. And then I'm running an Exumbris admin pouch with my SIG rangefinder in here as well. So this is my SPR setup, and this is my little tripod setup that I use with it. Again, super happy with this thing. When it's really hot and I start to get a little bit of heat across the top of the rail, I do like to pull this scope cover all the way back to get a little bit better view of the objective and the reticle in here. So I did notice that it was about 95 degrees that day. So all in all, super happy with it overall in terms of the quality of the parts and the way that it shoots. I wish it were a little tighter, but we're going to run some different ammunition through there, and I'm going to see what I can get out of it. As always, guys, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'm happy to answer. Y'all take it easy.